In my humble opinion, that was 100% unnecessary. Why would you need to go ahead and shoot someone in the back 7 times? In the back. Even if you were to break into someone's house in most of the states that have the castle law, you are actually the one who is going to be subjugated to arrest if you shoot someone who breaks into your house and you shoot them and their back is turned towards you.
You ready?
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Mikey J Experience. I am your host, Mikey J, and welcome back to another experience alongside me. I am so sorry that this is going to be the first video that I am coming back with. I actually wanted to be a bit more on the lighter hearted one, and I will go ahead and go along with that soon. My next video is actually going to be the video that I promised you guys 2 months ago, even though I said that I was going to upload next week, which is going to be the video of me and my boyfriend taking our vacation in Canada, a second time going back to Quebec City. But right now I really wanted to kind of upload about something and kind of get something off my chest, so please do bear with me. So the first thing I really wanted to talk about is the things that have been happening within the past week, and as you can already tell, I'm not exactly really happy about everything that's been going on. I've been kind of feeling like there's been like a lot of despair, and a lot of people just don't know what to do. First things first is I want to bring up the situation that happened with Jacob Blake. So as some of you may have already checked, Jacob Blake is a gentleman who was basically gunned down going back to his car. Despite what a lot of other people would like to go ahead and believe, the information that I found so far is that the gentleman was actually, like, I guess, having a birthday party for his son. There were 2 women who started a confrontation. It escalated to the point to where someone called the cops. To this point right now, I don't believe anyone knows who exactly it was that called the cops, but they called the cops. They called the cops, and when they came over there, it seemed like the cops didn't really ask any questions. They ended up getting into an altercation with him. They tased him, they wrestled with him, and then from that point on, that is when people had started to record. Or when I say people, I should mean like one person. It was that one gentleman who recorded everything. He recorded him because he wanted to make sure that nothing out of hand is going to happen, and unfortunately something did. The guy, Mr. Blake, Jacob Blake, he was going back to his car to check on his kids. And from what my understanding was, like, the mother of the children was the one who wanted to check on them, and he went back to check on them. And as he was going back, he got shot 7 times. In my humble opinion, that was 100% unnecessary. Why would you need to go ahead and shoot someone in the back 7 times? In the back. Once again, breaking into someone's house, even if you were to break into someone's house in most of the states that have the castle law, you are actually the one who is going to be subjugated to arrest if you shoot someone who breaks into your house and you shoot them and their back is turned towards you. Because whether or not they come in, they have to have that advantage of at least being able to see you face to face. You can't shoot someone in the back of their head. You can go to jail. You can't shoot someone in the back of their head and then get away with it scot-free in a lot of these states. And the fact that the officer did that, and he did that 7 times. Like, wait, what? I don't get it. I really do not understand. And then, in addition to that, there's just been so much that I've been seeing online with people who are opposing it, and I just don't understand how it's even defensible. Whether or not the man had warrants out for his arrest or not does not warrant them going ahead and shooting him in the back. While he was getting into his car or checking on his kids, he was leaning inside of the car to talk to his kids. Maybe he was getting his ID. I don't know what was going on. But I'm pretty sure that if they need to apprehend him, they could have gone ahead and fired a warning shot, something. Why would you need to go ahead and actually pull out a gun and shoot him 7 times? Not 1, not 2, not 3. 7 times. That's unnecessary. 100%. And I don't care what anyone says. There was no right for him to do that. As we also know, later on that night, a lot of people got pretty pissed off and riots did ensue. A lot of protests started. Mind you, I just want to say that riots and protests are two entirely different things. Okay? And just because there's people who are protesting does not mean that there are going to be those same people who are going to go and riot. There are going to be some people who get a little upset and get more emotional, and they might want to go ahead and riot, and I understand that. But you can't go ahead and say that these protesters, each one of the protesters, are the ones who are going out here doing all the looting and all the rioting and all that other stuff. If they really want to go ahead and protect the sanctity of all these infrastructures over there in, Wisconsin, they could have just gone ahead and had the cops out there guarding these places, as opposed to the cops out there guarding the people in general. Because why are you guys going to go ahead and do that? It doesn't make sense to me.
Could somebody please make it make sense?
Now, due to, I guess, a lot of people going out there and doing that, and what I would like to also say is, once again, we've been protesting, a lot has still not been done. And so, like Martin Luther King said, riots are the actions of people who have not been heard. And we still have not been heard. You would think that after George Floyd, that a lot of things would have changed, that the cops would have definitely taken extra precautionary measures to keep from doing that again, using excessive force, whether they are black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, or not. It doesn't matter. But they still are doing the exact same thing. What have we learned? We've learned nothing from George Floyd. People are still going out here, they're still getting killed, and then all of a sudden, right afterwards, there were these mysterious suicides.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone commit public suicide like that before. Hangings? Really, guys? Okay, I guess we're supposed to go ahead and actually believe that. And then, in addition to that, people want to go ahead and they get upset because, I don't understand why are they going to go ahead and start and looting and rioting and stuff like that. Well, probably because of the fact that no one's listening to us, and the same thing is still happening again. I do not really advocate for the riots and the looting. I don't think that is absolutely necessary in every situation, but you guys should have freaking realized that something like that was probably going to happen once you go ahead and you shoot an unarmed black man once again. And let's take the fact that he's black out of it. He was still unarmed. He was still walking back. He wasn't running. He wasn't hostile in the video. And all we have is audio footage because the cop didn't even have a camera on him. They weren't required to wear cameras, but they were required to wear recordings. So we still don't know a lot of things that happened with that. Now, a few days later on Tuesday, that was the day that a 17-year-old went, and he, who was not from Wisconsin, drove 15 miles into Wisconsin to oversee riots with a part of a militia. And then the cops, they didn't even care. They were actually giving them props on going ahead and helping. Now, it's so crazy to me how those people in Michigan showed up spitting on cops with whether or not they had tested positive for COVID-19. Spitting on cops. Spitting on them, intimidating them, making threats to the governor of Michigan. No one even batted an eye. They just sat there and they took it like they were those guys in the freaking United Kingdom. I don't even know what the hell those people are called. Whatever. But they just stood there like they were statues. But the second a black person goes out and they do that, it's all bets are off. Everyone gets gunned down. Shoot first, ask questions later. That is ridiculous. So, I don't even want to say the 17-year-old's name because he's not going to get any type of recognition from me. You can screw yourself, sir, and I hope you do spend a very long time under the jail cell. He went ahead and he joined some militia. The cops also, they advocated for these regular civilians with guns, basically monitoring the protesters. And then, in some cases, if not all the cases, the cops actually left it up to them. Then what happens? When gunfire starts, they immediately go ahead and they're looking for someone. The tunnel vision, which I found hilarious in the article that I read, they had extreme tunnel vision, basically meaning their extreme tunnel vision was, I know who probably started it. It was probably someone who was black. I'm looking for the black person. Despite the fact multiple people were heard in the video pointing and shouting, that guy right there is the one who shot those people. He's right there. He's right there. And then you see the teenager take his hands up, then put him down on his gun. Take his hands up, put him down on his gun. He did it 3 to 4 times. And walked by so many police officers. They literally arrested him the next day while he was on the scene. He didn't even run away from them when they came on scene. He walked towards them and then past them. They ignored him willfully. What? I don't get it. I really do not understand it. So, apparently, basically what happened, I still don't have the full story, and at least to my research of knowledge, but I guess one of the guys who was a skateboarder, he saw that the guy had a gun, and he could have seemed to be a bit more, how would I say, aggressive. And that could have been the reason why the gentleman with the skateboard threw his skateboard at him. Once again, a skateboard is what, like a bruise. You throw a skateboard at someone. I don't think anyone's ever been killed with a skateboard being thrown at them. It could have severely hurt him, yes. But you have to also think about it like this. This man is walking around a peaceful protest with a machine gun. Are you kidding me? So he threw he threw it at him, and the man got shot in the head. And the man who was shot in the head was a 26-year-old man, a skater. And following that, he runs. He is trying to get apprehended by other people. He falls to the ground, shooting at other people who are following after him, because what they're trying to do is they want to make sure he's not getting away. And I don't care what anyone says. You shot someone. You were an active shooter. You're running away either to, 1, get away, or to 2, shoot more people. Who knows? I just don't understand how people think that it's okay for him to have done that. And I watched something yesterday. It was between Vosh and some guy named Destiny. And I really like Vosh. Vosh is awesome. Vosh and the guy, they were having a debate on how everything went down, and Vosh was trying very hard to get through to him. To me, it was like an hour and a half of absolutely nothingness. We weren't getting anywhere. The guy was basically getting so emotional, and this man is like 31 years old, Destiny. He's like 31. Vosh is a 26-year-old young man, and he is very cool, calm, and collected, and he's speaking with him in a very non-threatening tone. But the other guy just keeps going off like ridiculous. I was shocked. I was literally getting triggered listening to this. And then on top of that, there was all these hypotheticals and trying to go into things like, after a while, my head hurt because he kept saying, well, hypothetically. And I'm like, okay, we can do multiple different types of hypotheticals. We can do a million types of hypotheticals. But we can also sit there and watch the video and read what's been given to us through what we know right now. And in my opinion, those people who were running after that guy to stop him from getting away so that police wouldn't go ahead and think that it was some person of color and then shoot the wrong person, because that's happened before. Why do you think that they were going ahead and do that? They weren't trying to go out and tackle this guy because, oh, you know, I want to go ahead and be a hero and I wanted to throw a bottle at him and hit him and hurt him more. They were trying to get his attention so that he would stop. This entire situation is just ridiculous. I live out here in Southern California, and you know, a lot of people are having really hard times with this. My own mental has just been not as dedicated and not as motivated. A lot of people are losing their motivation. a lot of people in the industry are getting very depressed. This entire situation is just ridiculous. America is not the way that it used to be. America's not seen the way that it used to be. I myself am just very disappointed in the way that everything's being handled, and I don't even know what's going to happen. The only thing that I can just really say is, guys, go out and vote. Make sure that if you don't want to go in person, please go out and cast in your votes early, and don't go and drop the votes off through your mailing service. Make sure you take it into the actual casting place, and make sure that you put it there so that you know that your vote is counted. Because if not, multiple people are going to be pushed aside in this administration who doesn't give a damn about anyone but themselves, and rich people. They're going to really destroy this country. Way worse than it's already at. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I just really don't know what more we can do besides just go ahead and vote and go out there and actually have conversations with people who oppose us, and let them be not conversations led by emotion, but conversations led by logic, conversations led by facts, conversations led by data, and conversations led through logic. So, yeah, I guess that's what this video is just going to be on today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're watching this video, make sure to go ahead and share it with someone if you think that it's going to help, or start up another conversation. Please go ahead and hit the like button, or you can hit the dislike button, whichever one that you feel like you want to do today. I will be coming back in the next few days with my other video, and it will be a story time video because it's not going to be a vlog, and I will explain why in the next video. So yes, thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe if you want more videos like this. I will see you guys next time. Bye.
I'm just who I am, not just who I was. I'm just who I am, I'm just having fun.